What up, everybody? Instructabeats back again here with our 4th grade elapsed time mastery check. If you have done all of our 4th grade time lessons, this is an awesome opportunity for you to check your understanding and see just how much you have mastered. We are going to have a guest speaker presenting our questions today. So let's wake on up and see what we know today. Our favorite quote here in Instructabeats, it's okay to fail as long as you learn from it. Okay, so if you have taken this mastery check and there's a paper copy that you can find the link to that in the description for this video or on our playlist if you have that playlist open. Or you can just pause the video when we get to the question and try it, right? But hopefully you are learning today, and if you're failing, better you do it now than if you're taking a test in school or wherever you're going to be practicing and using these skills. So let's get in and learn a little bit from our failure.
So I'm going to draw a tape diagram for this, okay? Now I'm going to make it nice and big because I'm going from seconds to hours. And so I need to show, from hours to seconds. So I'm going to try to split this up as equally as possible for my hours, okay? So I have 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. And then I know in each hour I have 60 minutes. So I'm going to split this up into 60 pieces. I'm not really going to do 60 pieces, right? But I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 60, okay? And that's going to be 60 minutes. And I know in each minute I have 60 seconds. All right. So to figure out how many, that should be a little ... there. Okay. To find out how many seconds are at 1 hour, I have 60 groups of 60. And when you multiply that together, you're going to get 3,600. Okay. So in 1 hour, there are 3,600 seconds, which means in my second hour, there are also going to be 3,600 seconds. And in my third hour, there's also going to be 3,600 seconds. So I just have to do 3,600 times 3. And when I multiply using my standard algorithm, I get the answer of 10,800 seconds. So your first answer on your mastery check should have said 10,800 seconds. If you put 3,600, that's probably because you didn't develop your plan and think about, wait a minute, I'm not going from seconds to minutes, I'm going from seconds to hours, so I had to do an extra step.
Number 2, we get our first word problem. Okay, so we're going to have an elapsed time problem here. So I'm going to do my sides check. How long did it take him to cook the meal? It took him, oh man, my handwriting's getting worse the later at night it gets. It took him, there we go, blank long, that's not proper English, but we'll go back and fix that, to cook the meal, okay? So I'm looking for anything about time and cooking. He started cooking at 6:37. He served the meal at 8:15. I'm looking for my elapsed time. So I have my start time, 6:37. I have my elapsed time. This is where my answer is going to be. And I have my end time, which was 8:15. I'm going to be using my timeline strategy with my mountains and hills here. So I'm starting at 6:37. I want to go to my next closest friendly number, which is going to be 6:40. I'm going to write that down here. And that was 3 minutes. I'm going to add 3 minutes here. Then I want to go to my hour, right? So that's going to be a 20-minute jump. Will take me to 7 o'clock. So I want to write down my 20 minutes. Now I need to get to 8, so I'm going to do my 1 mountain, because I know if I have 1 hour there, that's going to be 8 o'clock. And then, better add that 1 hour. And then I just simply need to make a 15-minute jump, and that will take me to 8:15 p.m. I add that here, and all I need to do is add my elapsed time. And when I do that, I'm going to have 1 hour and 38 minutes. So it took him 1 hour and 38 minutes to cook dinner. We have our next word problem here. Okay, so again, I'm going to be doing my sides check strategy. What time was it when he made his mistake? So he made his mistake at blank. Okay, so I'm looking for anything about his mistake. I know that he made a terrible mistake, and it's now 8:25. He needs to go backwards in time, 7 hours and 30 minutes. What time was it when he made his mistake? So this is going to be an elapsed time problem. Okay, I'm looking for when he made the mistake. I know that the elapsed time is 7 hours and 30 minutes, and I know it is now 5:25 p.m. That's important. So I'm going to be doing my mountains and hills strategy. I'm going to make my timeline nice and big because I know it was 7 hours. I know it is now 5:25 p.m. and I need to go back 7 hours and 30 minutes. So I'm going to do my mountains, and I'm going to start with 5. Oops. Ooh, wow, that is not a good mountain. There we go. 3, 4, 5. Okay. And so these are all my hours. And then it was 4:25, 3:25, 2:25, 1:25, and now I'm at 12:25 p.m. because I still haven't crossed the 12, so I'm still in the PMs, okay? So I need to get rid of my 5 hours here. So now I'm left with 2 hours and 30 minutes, okay? Again, there's different ways you can do this. You could do hills of 5 minutes if you wanted to. I'm just going to take a 25-minute jump here because I know that's going to take me to 12. And again, I haven't crossed over yet, so I'm still 12 p.m. And so I'm going to subtract my 25 minutes that I just took out, and I'm going to get to 12 p.m. Now I'm going to finish my mountains, okay? So I'm going to be at 11 a.m. and then take another mountain, and now I'm going to be at 10 a.m. Okay, so I just took my last 2 mountains and I got rid of those, and now I'm just down to 15 minutes. Okay, and so I'm at, there we go, 10 a.m. I'm going to do 2 different hills. I'm going to do a 5-minute hill, which is going to take me to 9:55 a.m. And then I'm going to take a 10-minute hill. There we go. And that's going to take me all the way to 9:45 a.m. I just got rid of my last 15 minutes. I have nothing left. So the start time was not, or when Mr. Foreen made his mistake, was 9:45 a.m. And then the last one, how many minutes are there in 4 3/4 hours, or 4 3/4 hours, if you want to say it that way? So we have 4 hours, okay? And then I'm actually going to decompose this into a fraction here. And I want to turn both of these into minutes. Okay, so I know 4 hours, and there's 60 minutes in each. Okay, so that's going to be 240 minutes. And I know 3/4 of an hour, right? So again, when you have this clock face here, and you split it into fourths, which we learned about in our lesson, 1/4 of 60 minutes is 15, so that's going to be 45 minutes. When you add that together, you have a total of 285 minutes is equal to 4 3/4 of an hour. Hopefully you got them all right, but if you didn't, that's okay. Again, it's okay to fail as long as you learn from it. Better you fail now than taking a test in school. So learn from your failures, get better every single day. Thank you so much. If you need a review, go back and check out our Elapsed Time song or any of the lessons you need to review. Instructabeats, out.